Kama, is that you? I regret getting married. Iniedo, the beautiful actress, blows hot. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Iniedo is an household name in the Nigerian movie industry. This is a woman who has been there for as long as forever, doing her thing and getting awards upon awards upon awards. One thing you can't take away from this beautiful damsel is the fact that she's hardworking, she's focused, and she has grown into her own. You can't compare when she joined Nollywood in her early 20s to now that she's comfortably in her 40s. What exactly went on? Iniedo is one actress that is hot cake any day, anytime. Her brown skin remains a point of reference for a lot of people. When they talk about how when women get popular and more successful, the next thing they want to change is they want to glam up by changing the tone of their skin. So any day, anytime, I give a thumbs up to Iniedo for choosing to maintain a dark beauty, and that makes her looks absolutely ageless. Omo, Papa Sapoyon fine. Iniedo is beautiful. She is beautiful. Look at her skin. Now, she did an interview with Chudi Gideon, the popular presenter online, and I must say you need to watch the video so you can get a full grasp on what the conversation was all about. But trust Chudi. If you're used to Chudi's platform for now, I think, is the most fluid platforms where he would interview celebrities and even average normal human beings, and before you know it, it just has that button where it go touch your more button like this, and you will spill possibly things you've never said before. I remember it is on today's platform that the first time Joke Silva talked about her husband being very sick, and even she said that, she said, I've not said this anywhere, but okay, I'll say it. So he has that grip on his guest. Now back to the gist. Of course, we know Inedo was married before, but no longer married. I think she's been separated from her ex-husband for about 6, 7 years. And when the marriage, how do we start? Okay, let's start like this. Of course, Inedo was a mature woman. She was, of course, in the marriageable age where people will start praying for you to say, Lomoko Wale, are you not getting married? We know the pressure. Let us be realistic. That comes with you being in your late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s before you bring a man home as a husband to be. The pressure, no be here at all. So I perfectly do understand that. So she decided that, okay, let me get married, and she chose no other man apart from Phillips Ehiguena. I hope I pronounce it well. His name is quite mouthful, but his name is Phillips, so let's call him Phillips. So they decided to have this elaborate wedding. Wedding will be say traditional allowed. The white wedding allowed. All this and that. And before then, of course, they've been dating before that period of getting married. And the information got online that he was a married man. However, I don't think that particular marriage produced any child, but he had a child earlier, who is Phillips Jr., before he married his first wife. Now, when the wife got to know that there was Kurukere moves between then her husband and Iniedo, of course she was pained. Her name is actually Ruth Okoro, and she wrote an open letter to Iniedo. What was the content of the letter? It reads, open letter, Philip Ehia Goina's ex-wife wrote to Iniedo. Ruth Okoro is now a medical administrator, actress, model based in Manhattan, New York. She used to be married to Iniedo's now ex-husband, Phillips Iyawina, way back in 2007. A year before Ini wedded her, then Obi Phillips. Ruth had written an open letter to the star actress saying, so that means a year before Ini and Philip got married, Ruth has written this letter. It says, Hi Ini, I have information that you are having an affair with my husband, Philip Iyawina. He has been deceiving girls all over the place, making them believe he has heaven and earth. You are not the only girl, obviously, but Ini, watch your back so you don't regret. I have nothing against you but a piece of advice. I heard that you might be pregnant for him. If it's true, good luck. I called your manager and told her everything. You're a very pretty girl and should know how to respect your body and pray for the right husband. Do not be carried away with things of flashy things, cause that will be deadly too. All that glitters isn't gold, remember. Well, how does she handle all the drama now? Ruth says, when your confidence comes from God, no matter how unstable things of the world may be, you always remain rock solid because you aren't of this world but of ease. My people. So you can see that Ruth actually want Ini to be like, I don't have anything against you. I heard you're having an affair with my husband, and I hope you know that all that glitters is not gold, and that's how he's been deceiving women up and down. You have your beautiful future ahead of you. I hope you won't regret this. Yoruba will say, ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà tí ò bá ṣe lówùúrọ̀ á ṣe lọ́jọ́ alẹ́. So now that Ini granted an interview, and she's now saying, I regret getting married. And Chude asked her to say, why did you say that? I said, because I regret getting married. So you can see the first wife has actually wanted her to be like, I hope this will not end up in regret for you. You see, she wasn't cursing her out. She wasn't, she was just bold enough to say, I'm writing an open letter to you. And she was very direct. I like when people are direct with what they are saying, to say she approached her manager and told and delivered the open letter to her, which later got online. So you can see that waiting follow number 6 past number 7. Yoruba will say, "Nto wa lẹ́yìn ẹ̀fà, ojú èjì lọ." So why do you think that Iniedo is regretting her marriage? There are a lot of things that comes to play when it comes to marriages. Note, this is not a shading platform. I ain't shading Iniedo for anything. I think she's adults who, like she said, have made the wrong choice, and she's accepting it with her full chest to say, know what? Yes, I regret marrying the man I married, but when she said she tried severally to have a baby, and she wanted to have a baby, but she had no husband. Then she decided to do surrogacy. If you must know, she has her own beautiful child to herself now, which she announced last year. And even on Father's Day, she celebrated her child. And I think she's just enjoying her life the best way she thinks she can. And of course, her ex-husband, Mr. Phillips, got married again. Yes, you heard me right. I think about 2001, we heard of his marriage to another woman. This time around, he got married to a woman from his home state, Edo State. And yes, they've been together. And somebody said, well, a source alleged that he was also dating her when he was married to Iniedo. People are saying that this man, he must really believe in love to be a serial husband, moving on first, second, and third, as if maybe say some people never even feel grab one. One they get one, dump am, second one, dump am, third one, dump am. Could it be the reason for this chook head everywhere? So in that same article, let me just read this part of the article. He allegedly demanded a refund of the bride price he paid to marry Ini, and his wishes were granted. So when he said no marry Ini again, he asked for the bride price and they gave him back, which is the customary thing to do. Now, 8 years after his second marriage ended, Philip, a die-hard lover, has tied the knot with another woman. However, those who know him very well insinuate that his third marriage may likely go the way of the previous ones, as it was the real problem, not the women. Time will tell. This is a real expose saying that it is the man that is, I don't even know what word to use. Because if now woman now marry first one, second one, now marry third one, people go still talk to say she's a serial wife. Marrying was okokini, okokidi, okoketa. So if we use that same parameter, for him also is also, in that zone, having married 3 wives. And people are like, this is the way he rolls, and all of that. So when they asked Iniedo at that time why she left her husband, she was like, it's due to irreconcilable differences, that that was just what our words were. But sources say that it is because of the house she bought for herself in Lekki, and that her husband wanted her to put his name there and she refused. Some said it's because of the distance, because the guy was based in US and she was based in Nigeria. And some said it's because of our various shootings, that because of our work, they're always going to locations at different parts of the world, not even just Nigeria, and all of that. So that's, things will always happen. But Iniedo just played it safe like that. Some even said infidelity, that maybe Iniedo was not faithful to the marriage, and some said Mima was not faithful to the marriage, and all of that. So she just decided not to talk too much, which is better. She's one person that can take a lot of heat. She's this old school kind of Omotola Jalade side, Rita Dominic, that those ones don't talk too much. If you say they do something, they might not even answer you. They do their own thing, you know. Unlike our other actresses, we be say any little thing like this, they are on live video shouting their lungs out and everything. I'm not saying it's wrong to debunk, but just different people have their own different styles of doing things. So the question is, did karma come early? Now the thing is, Iniedo is blessed, whether she's married or not married, and that she has decided to have a child of her own. Surrogacy is now the in thing. There's nothing wrong in it because it takes a whole lot. There are so many psychological factors, emotional, financial commitment before you can be succeeded. You can succeed in and so having a surrogate child, and all of that. So congratulations to her. Child is growing, as you can see her being well taken care of. She said in the interview with Chude that her eggs are good, and that's why she was able to freeze her egg, and now she has a child. The thing about marriage is, when you enter marriage, you do not know what parcel you're going to open. But it's very clear in all of this that, you know, Philip's first wife knew that Eniodo was having an affair with her husband, and the woman came out, as I read in that open letter to you. Sometimes, this thing where you do to somebody else, is coming back for you. Oh. Like I said, I'm not shading Iniedo for anything. It's long gone. She has moved on. The guy has moved on. The first wife too has moved on. But we should not be the villain in another woman's story, because it hurts really bad when your husband decides to be having an affair, especially with a more popular person, who is in the limelight, and somebody who like has the crowd behind her and everything. We cannot all be at the same level of success in life. No, it's not. That's not the way the world is wired. Okay? But Yoruba people will say, "Ìpàṣán tá fi nà yálé, ó wà lórí àjà fún ìyàwó." So sometimes I think we should be very mindful. Let me use that word. I'm trying to pick my words now. To be very mindful, because if there's something called karma truly, karma is on Google now. It doesn't waste time. You do something to another person, don't sweat it too much. It's going to come back to you. And well, like I said, Iniedo has had her own fair share of controversies as well. I think about last year or 2 years ago, the rumor was that she was dating one Kabiyesi in Lagos State, and that she wanted to come out and everything to talk about their relationship. But she's older than that. She's more mature than that. If a man is not ready for you, he's not ready for you. Especially a man that is married and well known like that, with his own beautiful wife and all of that. So I just think that maybe this married thing is not working. Let me just have a child of my own. And that's why she chose surrogacy. So if she decides to date a man now, if you want her, you will come all out for her and be intentional. If it's something we cannot say outside, we'll be jerawine inside the house and everybody will be fine. Honestly, it's not, life is not fair, but I think we should just learn our lessons. And like I said, the best thing about life is forgive yourself when you think, say, you don't mess up. Buckle up and keep your head high. Do what you gotta do to yourself. The major thing, you say, get work for hand where you go use and chop. Feed your pikin where you born or where you adult by yourself and enjoy life. Because honestly, this life where we day, no balance at all. What's your opinion on this? Please drop your constructive comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you for joining. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.